The unanimated series about Godzilla, the animated series, episode 32, Where is Thy Sting? So it's a plane crash. Plane crash, two guys get out and they start, they check it out because they crashed their plane.
Where'd you learn?
And then there's a giant scorpion. They start running from that. And then the army shows up and it looks like they are in cahoots with the scorpion. And that's what we've got right now. On the other end, Godzilla's taking a nap in like a sea cave, and Kraven and Elsie are on vacation in New Mexico.
How long are you gonna wallow in that mud?
So maybe they won't be a part of it. Or they'll like phone it in every time. Godzilla wakes up and he beelines it to somewhere, we don't know where, so the remaining team, the non-vacation team, has to get up and follow him because, you can't just let him run around. And apparently he was on his way to New Mexico, so vacation's over. So we stumble upon what was the plane crash site from the top of the episode, but someone has cleaned it up. Probably the army. Randy gets stung by a scorpion, small scorpion, normal scorpion, and has what seems like a premonition fever dream trip thing.
He's coming out of it.
And he wakes up and it seems like he knows everything that's going on, like he's got all the answers, but no one believes him because he was just like, he was out of his mind. Someone called Major Hicks. Major Hicks has landed and he's going to give the local military outpost in New Mexico a heads up that Godzilla and the team are there, and he's going to introduce them and like try to make it a good, everyone doesn't know Godzilla's cool. So we meet Colonel Chuck, who is, that's not his last name, that's his first name. I haven't learned his last name. He's in charge out here, and he's not a fan of Godzilla or the relationship that everyone has with him. He doesn't trust the giant lizard. He also doesn't seem to have any information on any other monsters out here. He's not exactly cooperative. Randy sees a thing on his shoulder that was in his dream, so he asks him some questions about the stuff that was in his dream.
Where did you take the smugglers?
Who told you about that?
And what about First Wave?
I'm late for a briefing. We'll talk again.
Chuck doesn't like these questions, so he cuts out. Pretty suspicious. Walking back to camp, or wherever they're going, we find some weird juice on the ground, and they study it, and they figure out that it's some kind of acid juice. So they put it in Nigel's face, and we track it to wherever it came from.
He's picking up a scent.
And the thing that made the juice was the big scorpion, jumbo scorpion from the top of it's a big scorpion today. It's a big scorpion that's got a stinger and it shoots acid from the stinger.
Attitude isn't bad enough. He's got to squirt acid.
So it tries to kill them. Godzilla comes. It's a pattern. Godzilla has super lizard skin, so the stinger can't stab him, which I think is a little strange. We've seen him get stung by things before. The desert army pulls up and starts shooting at our guy. And the other one just sort of runs away, scurries off. It seems that they've named the Scorpion First Wave, and the team has been arrested.
We're looking at 10 years, easy.
So, after talking to Chuck, the original plan was to tame Scorpio, but that didn't work. So instead, the new idea is to raise a bunch of smaller versions of the giant one that you couldn't control in the first place. It's a much better plan. And because we can't tame the big one, today we're going to try and kill it. It's just pretty stupid all around. So they draw it out with garbage. I guess it eats garbage, and it comes out, and they start trying to shoot at it, and they can't shoot at it because it has a giant scorpion exoskeleton. It's not going to get shot. It's going bad. Godzilla's still around, so he tries to help out. He ends up getting sprayed with the acid and then stabbed. He got stabbed like 5 times, so he's kind of out of it. In the midst of all this calamity, one of the helicopters gets sprayed down or knocked down or something and crashes into the place where they had all the baby scorpions, the baby giant scorpions, and now they're just loose. It's going great. They come after our guys who are trapped in a cell that was, I guess, close to it. But Craven has Nigel release scent, some kind of a pheromone thing that attracts them to. Nigel's in a different cell for whatever reason. They're next to each other. He's just in a different one. So they start heading toward that one. And the smaller scorpions made a hole in the wall with their acid so everyone can get out through that hole in the wall. So now we are leading the baby scorpions with Nigel toward the war zone, the fight zone. Nick gets there and sees that Godzilla's been stung by Jumbo Scorpio. And we have come to the conclusion that making the dirt wet will create a mud bath that will absorb the toxins from the sting because there's alkali in the sand or something. So they trick Scorpio into shooting at a water tank that's just like right around where Godzilla is, and it buries him in water and mud.
Instant mud bath.
In the meantime, the small giant scorpions have killed Nigel.
Nigel! No!
So Nick takes the part from him that releases the scent and leads the baby big scorpions to the big scorpion and have them start fighting each other. Godzilla wakes up because the mud is super fast acting and he's not poisoned anymore, and just torches everyone. And that's that. Is the day saved? Not really.
George? Second wave crashed and burned. How long before third wave's online?
Colonel Chuck is an idiot. But that's 32. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thanks for showing up. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Do it, please. Just do it. I'll see you today. I'll see you next time. I'll see you the time after that. Thank you again for watching. Have a great week.